Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to what did I say I was gonna call it? Your July what did I say? Soulmate session? It's not really about soulmates, it's just about you and a person of interest, but I just thought that sounded jazzy. But I'm Marlowe if you're new. And if you're family, welcome back, my friend. And of course, if you resonate with this message, tickle my like button because she's kinky like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's not my fault. I just had to give the message for her. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, there is no extended for this because, I'm just not doing extendeds for this. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to be looking at you as well as your person. We're going to be looking at the connection between the two of you. Then we're looking at an outcome. Okay, that's really weird how I got that one out there. And then we're going to be looking at advice. I think I'm going to take the one from the bottom. So let's see what's going on for you guys in July, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, or whatever. Allergies. So if I sniffle in your ear, Capricorn, I'm sorry. Okay. So anyway, so let's jump in by looking at you guys' energy. We have the Judgment card. Okay, that's an interesting card to come out with. So, of course, with Judgment, we're talking about clarity. We're talking about a final decision that is being made, my wonderful Capricorns. So you guys, in reference to this partnership, you're in a place to where, I mean, we are talking about full moon energy. I mean, hell, the 13th of... Is this going to be out before the 13th? Let's hope that it is. The 13th of July is the Capricorn super full moon. So what I want to say in reference to this is if we were to go back to the 2nd of January, that is when the new moon in Capricorn was. So for a lot of you guys, you all, in reference to this particular person that you're dealing with, this may be a relationship that's been going on since then, or there could have been some major kind of shift or transformation since then, or, worst case scenario, because I mean, that's a lot of thinking. You guys may have been weighing your options in reference to this person since January. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the case, I feel 9 times out of 10, coming into the month or literally around the 13th, because I'm really looking at these like the latter part of July. So like the 15th onward, it's you guys coming to like a sense of clarity in reference to this partnership. So you guys knowing without the shadow of a doubt what it is that you want to do. But there's still elements here, which I can't wait to see your person's card. There's elements here because I look at the Judgment as, I look at the Judgment as a lot of things. This ain't a soul session. So not really so much in our good old, rapture kind of energy, but really ascending to a higher state of being, So it's like the vibe I get for some of y'all, I'm not going to say for everyone, there's some sort of a spiritual leveling up or, an awakening, or maybe you guys went to therapy, got sober, something along those lines. So I feel in reference to your person, your perception on them has kind of shifted. And I'm not really seeing at, this point in time, because we, got more cards to turn over, whether that's good or bad, you know what I'm saying? But a final decision is being made in reference to this person. But where this clarity came from is you guys kind of leveling up in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether that's spiritually or just, with your mental health. And the energy I'm kind of coming into with you guys, it's you, I don't want to necessarily say ambivalence, but because it's like you're on the fence, but the only reason why I'm seeing it is you guys being on the fence is because you haven't made the decision yet. But I feel like meaning that you haven't informed this person about where you're at with it. You feel what I'm saying? But you guys know where you're at with it. Like you're clear of what it is that's happening here, if that makes sense. So looking at your person, if I can turn it over with my claws, child. Oh, Lord, what is happening? We have the Tower. Okay, that is Scorpio energy. So with your person is going through a personal transformation. So there's more or less like a breaking down of strongholds and mindsets with your person. But at the same time, I'm so sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. I feel with them, it's almost as if, and this is where this is so interesting, Capricorn, because I saw something very similar with Cancer that I'm seeing with you guys. It's not necessarily like a mirroring effect, but it's kind of like thoughts are things, right? So it's kind of like when you make a decision about something, I'm not saying just you, Cap, but I mean, when anyone makes a decision about something within themselves, like everything in the external realm starts to fall into alignment with the decision that you've made, right? So it's kind of like you're sending out a vibration. It's like manifesting in so many words, right? So with your person, the vibe that I'm getting is that you guys, having made this decision, whatever it is, whether for good or for bad, but I don't feel that you guys have said anything to the person about it yet, right? But it's like your person already feels that, you know what I'm saying? Because like with the tower, there's like, it's less than stellar changes that are seemingly pressed upon you. However, where I say they're going through a transformation is because the situation that your person is in, or the mental space that your person is in, or any shifts and changes that are occurring, even though I feel with your person, it's almost like what's the word that they said in Leo? Foreboding. There we go. It's like your person feels like a foreboding feeling, right? And it's like almost them knowing that something is about to change. And it's like them intuitively knowing this, you know what I'm saying? And you know this, they don't know, but it's like they have like an inkling, they have a hunch, like they know something's about to happen. But the thing that I say, which is good, and I mean, I'm just saying it's good because this is me looking at it objectively. The tower to me is always good because it's a breaking down of strongholds. So it's like it's a mindset that a person is in that's keeping them stagnant, right? And with the tower breaking down, it sets them free and it gives an opportunity for things to be reborn. So looking at the two of you guys' energy together, and this is some heavy energy, I'm just being honest. It's like there's a potential that, I mean, if I were to make this really mundane, like say if Capricorn set a boundary, right? It's like, and you're like, this is the line in the sand. I'm not putting up with this anymore. It's like that's affecting this person to have to change how they are. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for them to engage with you, they wouldn't be able to be the old way, if that's making sense. And the old way would be stagnant, meaning 9 times out of 10, it was probably low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? And with you guys rising to a higher state of being, that would be more or less like Capricorn's taking the higher road, if that makes sense. So it's like with Capricorn taking the higher road and establishing a boundary, right? That means that this person can't partake in the old, cycle of behavior that the two of you were in prior to this. So it's forcing them to have to transform. I hope that that's making sense. This is a very interesting reading, by the way. So the energy between the two of you, oh my, we had the Hierophant in the reverse. That is Taurus energy. That's so interesting because this happened before. I'm thinking that, well, it was actually in my weekly. I'm thinking about these two cards with this being Taurus and that being Scorpio. And it always makes me think about, I mean, aside from them being opposite signs, but it's also making me think about the South Node being in Scorpio and the North Node being in Taurus, which means like, these are all shifts and changes. But anywho, with the Hierophant and the reverse, and I'm just, gotta be honest here, with the connection between the two of you, if this is a marriage, this could quite possibly be a divorce. You know what I'm saying? So, like a breakdown in the communication, marriage, all that good stuff. But specifically with the judgment being here, if this is a marriage, then this would be like Capricorn deciding to get a divorce. So this would be Capricorn, literally like the whole scenario I was saying before. It's Capricorn making the decision, like, I don't want to be in this marriage anymore, but you haven't like filed for divorce. You haven't, like drawn up divorce papers type of deal, and with your person. And this is the thing, Capricorn, I have to say, and I know I shouldn't, because y'all know I'm always trying to put my 2 cents in. I have a whole advice card, but I just feel compelled to say this right now because something very similar happened with Cancer. So if you have that in your chart, definitely check that out. Or if your person is a Cancer, whatever the case, if you're cross watching, whatever, right? But I'm starting to see a theme already in these wonderful love readings here, but it's a lack thereof of communication, and just like I told Cancer, if you made your decision and you know what it is you want to do, then by all means, yes. But just me kind of seeing this, especially if this is like a marriage, you know what I'm saying? And you're not in a situation to where you're in danger and you have to keep things quiet. I'm not talking about situations like that. But what I just kind of seeing this together with this particular person, it's a little concerning because I feel like the other person, it's like they're like in turmoil. You know what I mean? Like, it don't feel good. Like, how can I say this? When I say turmoil, I mean like mental, just like a whole breakdown, like, type of deal, right? Now, mind you, I don't know your life, right? So I don't know if this person is like a jerk or something like that. I don't know, y'all whole relationship, whatever. We're just looking at a snapshot. But I just feel compelled to say before we get into like outcome and advice, I just feel, kind of urged to say, if you have made a decision and this is something as serious as like marriage or kids are involved or, something along those lines, you know what I'm saying? I feel that it's probably about the time to have that conversation to let the person know, because I really feel like there isn't communication that's happening between the two of you. And this may not be for everyone, because I'm really feeling this like this has to be something like serious, child. Like, so if this is just a person that this particular message I'm saying right here, if this is a person that, you're like dating and it's not serious, you're not married, you're not living together, you don't have kids, this is kind of a side message for people who are in that type of situation. But it's like, what I'm feeling specifically, if you're in a serious situation with kids, marriage, living together, engaged, whatever, something serious, right? I feel like on Capricorn side is why there's no communication with this person. And once again, my other disclaimer, like I just said a few seconds ago, I'm not talking about if this person is like a narc or they're like abusive and it's like you're literally not communicating for your own safety. I'm not talking about that. But I feel it's almost like icing this person out. So it's kind of like, say if, you're in a relationship, you and the person live together, and you decided you don't want to be with them anymore, and so you're not speaking because you're kind of going through that process, because when you're about to leave somebody, it's like the relationship is over before you're like gone, so you start to kind of detach your emotions from the person type of deal, you know what I'm saying? And like, if that's the case and there's like this severing that's happening because Cap is trying to disengage to move on, I really feel with your person that like they're not aware of that. Like they don't know what's happening. So it's like where your mind is at, they don't know, and them not knowing is like what's causing them to like spontaneously combust type of deal. And I don't know why I'm harboring on this, because it's just something with that where it's concerning for me. You know what I mean? And one, I don't know. Hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about. it's just something in my spirit, child. It's something about not telling this person or not speaking to them or icing them out that's causing them to almost like spontaneously combust. Because it's like I'm seeing it as like, what is that I'm seeing? What is that? Is it like a pressure cooker? Yeah, it's like a pressure cooker. And I'm not talking about like them new type of pressure cookers. You know what I'm saying? Like the Instant Pot. Like I'm talking about those old school ones that were hella dangerous. It's like, that's the vibe I'm feeling. It's like a pressure cooker and it's like shaking because it's something about you having made this decision, them intuitively picking up on it and you not saying it, that's causing them to kind of lose it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I feel like I have to say about this, because I guess maybe if this is for a person who is cross watching a Capricorn, this is where this would kind of come into like a abuse tactic. It's like when a person like ices you out, you know what I'm saying? Like say something happens or you say something quote unquote wrong or whatever, and the person ices you out, you know, and you guys are feeling like that, like a pressure cooker, like that's an abuse tactic. So that's my message. If there's a cross watcher who is cross watching a Capricorn and you're in a situation like this where you don't know where you stand in the relationship or in the partnership with this person, and you're not sure, like, are they going to break up with me? Are we still together? Like what's happening? And you're kind of going, you know, woozy in the brain, right? Because you don't know what's happening. It's like I'm feeling with, in that particular case, this is like them not saying things for the purpose of you feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out this energy, child. But anywho, but with the energy between the two of you, I really do feel this is like a breakdown in the partnership period. So not just for my married people, this is me getting back to everybody energy, but the place that you guys were in, it's really looking like Capricorn is really making the decision to, or already made the decision, child, to exit up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? You know, anywho, the outcome, we have the Ace of Swords. Thank you, Capricorn, for speaking your truth. So the outcome is the truth is going to be spoken. So I can say for sure, whether for my Capricorns or for my cross watcher people, and this is so weird that this is feeling like this, dude. This is so weird. I know this is for Capricorn, child, but this really feels like somebody is cross watching Capricorn. I can't even front. It really does feel like that. Like I don't know how or why, but it really feels like that. But because I'm literally trying to like get out of the other energies I'm picking up on to just focus on Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? Because this really doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like, I know Capricorns are going to watch this, but it just doesn't feel like a Capricorn read. That is so strange. Anywho, the outcome is the Ace of Swords. So whatever the case, truth is going to be spoken. Clarity is going to come. And I find that interesting because that means, Caps, you guys are going to, by the end of the month, or if you were not intending to do that, it would behoove you that either by the full moon, whenever you watch this, right? If you watch this before, you know, the 13th, then I feel it would be in you guys' best interest if you guys were honest around that time frame, because I feel if this, like, whatever this is in this particular connection, and this is, again, I'm back to everybody's energy, right? With this particular connection, it's not where, it's just off kilter. Let me say that. Can it be fixed? Maybe, but I don't really feel that Capricorns are wanting that, to be honest. Like, I feel like you guys are just, you know, it feels like a very solitary, you know, I want to start a new journey kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? But I really do feel that somewhere around the week of, you know, the 13th through the 15th, And worst case scenario, and I'm saying that based on, you know, when you watch this, by worst case scenario, I would say by the very last day of July, the truth needs to be spoken in reference to this partnership. And it needs to be spoken in a way where it's not giving like false hope to this person, right? So it's like, even going back to what I was saying initially about boundaries, right? Like, you need to be hella clear. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how sometimes like you don't want to hurt a person's feelings, so you kind of tiptoe around it. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, well, you know, I just need some time alone. You know, maybe, you know, after, you know, I get some time alone, we'll see where this goes. Like, I don't feel you should do that. Because like I said, with this person, I don't know what this is, child. I might need to pull a clarifier, because I can't get over this Tower energy, because it's really messing with me, like with this person. Child, look, let me just turn over this last card. Your advice. Oh gosh, please don't do that. Please don't do that. We have the Magician in the reverse. That is Aries energy. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Capricorn, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Oh, I have to clarify this. This is too much going on. With the Magician in the reverse in your advice, don't do what I have been saying in a million different scenarios, Capricorn. Please don't do that. You have every power within you, right, to be honest to this person about this connection, right? But with the Magician in the reverse, there's a little bit of, and I'm gonna use this word, Cat, please don't get mad at me, but it's a little bit of a manipulative kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily with a malicious intention here, but, and that's like why I feel like I have to clarify this Tower, because here's the thing. I feel this is more or less like a forewarning for Capricorn. Child, listen. This is a forewarning because I feel you guys, like, y'all know where y'all want to be. Okay. And forgive me for being redundant, because it's really hard for me when I get messages like this, child, because it's like I'm literally sitting over here feeling nervous. Like, I'm not even fronting. Like, I legit feel hella nervous. But because I'm just like, this, I mean, this could turn out to be a lot of things. But anyway, you know what it is that you want to do. You're very clear on that, right? By the time that you're watching this, by the, you know, midpoint of July, y'all are pretty clear of, you know, where y'all are at with this in reference to this person. You feel what I'm saying, right? And the thing that I'm feeling heavily is, it is like, this is just not jiving, okay? But once again, there's a lack thereof of honesty with this person, but there's no reason for you to not be honest. And I feel the only reason why you're not being honest, because it's within your power to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because if you notice, I'm like doing this and I'm like this, right? So it's within your power to be honest, but it's like you're not. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing, like I say, with this person, and why I'm clarifying this, is I can't get over what I'm feeling like. I'm saying under the card, but you know what I mean? Like, what I'm picking up intuitively from this, it's something specifically about the lack thereof of honesty and reference to the connection that I feel for this person, because it's something with them and the way that their headspace is set up, child. You understand what I'm saying? It's and that may be something that you don't know, but it's like with this person, I feel like I see a pressure cooker, dude. This person is kind of like, I don't know, like they're on the edge. That's why I'm clarifying it. But the whole thing that I'm saying is, like, I have to stress that there's a need to be honest, because this holding back that you guys are doing. And again, I'm not talking to people that are in like abusive like situations and you're holding back for a reason, for your own self-protection. I'm not talking about that. It's just almost like Capricorn doesn't want to hurt this person's feelings. And the other thing that my guides are saying, even if, and I feel sorry for whoever ain't make it to this point, child, because this is a whole left field type of deal. But this is even for a person who is like, oh, good Lord. That's another one. Okay, let's go with the first one first. This is even for a person where, like, say you're just dating someone, right? Like, or y'all are just hooking up, you know what I'm saying? Because with the Hierophant and the reverse, this can be an unconventional type of partnership. And God forbid, please, I hope and pray that nobody is married and this is talking about somebody that you're dealing with on the side. Please, God, don't let that be the case. But if you're kind of just like in a hookup type of situationship type of thing, and like say if Capricorn, that this person is not somebody you'd ever want to commit to, like they're just not, they're just not your type. You know what I'm saying? Or you just don't see this person as like marriage material. But if you've never told this person that was the truth, you feel what I'm saying? Like you've never told them like that that you're non-committal or that you don't want a commitment, like you've never said that to them, like this month would be the time that you say that. Because I just like, let me just clarify this, child. Do I want to use this deck or do I want to use my other one? I think I'm gonna follow my first mind. Okay. But yeah, I have to find out what's going on with this person because that's really bothering me. I really hope, please just don't let it be what it feels like. What is this Tower about? What is this Tower about? Yeah, so if you guys like, so if you're non-committal or, you don't ever want to be married, you don't ever want to be in a relationship, or you just don't see yourself being with this particular person, you need to tell them the truth because of what we about to find out, right? Because where it comes off as manipulative is because you already know where you're at and what you want, but this person doesn't know where you're at and what you want. You know what I'm saying? Whether this is a fairly new connection or this is you've been together for some time, you're married and you want to get a divorce, right? And for whatever reason, I don't particularly feel for Capricorn is necessarily, I cannot freaking talk, that is necessarily out of malicious intention. Like, I don't think you guys are being, a-holes and you're just being mean to the person or whatever. I feel that you have very specific reasons for it because it's kind of like not wanting to rock the boat, not wanting to hurt the person's feelings or whatever. But just the simple fact that they intuitively pick up on what it is that you already know, and you're either telling them that it's not that, or you're not telling them anything at all, it's putting this person in a emotionally unstable kind of place. They're hella anxious, afraid of what's happening, da 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 da. And I just think for your own, good karma benefits, you know what I'm saying? It would behoove you, to be honest. Okay, what do we have here? We have the house denotes success in all ventures. Oh, well, I mean, child, look. Oh, if in present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts marriage. Ooh, oh, that's interesting. That is tea. Okay, all right. So we have another scenario that just came into the building, but let me finish with the first one first. See, this is why I don't do extendeds for these, child, because we would be here all damn day. Because I think I've been we up to 30 minutes, child. Look, anyway, this is just 5 cards. But anywho, so here's the thing. Continuing with the scenario I'm seeing here, why this is important, Capricorn, is because if y'all don't want to be with this person no more, why it's important to let this go is, oh, wow, that's why I said the whole good karma thing. You need to let this person go because I feel you guys know what you want. So it's like, it's not working out between you two, or this ain't what you want, whatever, but you know what it is that you want and you want to go towards your happiness, right? But this person has happiness for them too. You feel what I'm saying? So it's almost like when the two of you let each other go, you're going to find what you want. And they're going to find what it is that they want. This is like a very amicable partnership reading. This is so interesting. They're going to find what it is that they want. Now, why I felt so compelled to say that whole karma comment is because energetically, it puts you in a bad space of not being honest and letting this person go, or not being honest that you don't want to commit, because this person clearly does. And the thing is, even if it's not with you, it's like it's going to be with someone else. So if you were to continue to not say what's happening, it's kind of like racking up karma coins, because it's like the two of you, and I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be together, but I'm saying in the sense, if you don't want to be with this person, it's like you and this person are in a holding pattern. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you know what it is that you want, but you can't get it because you're still energetically tied in with this person. And they know what they want. It seems to be you at this present moment, but it's like, with this coming out, it's talking about like, family, home, marriage. Like this is what, that person wants. But if they don't get it with you because you either are non-committal, or you want to get a divorce, or, you don't want to be with the person anymore, whatever the case, it's like if stuff doesn't work out between, with you two, then this person would move on to someone else and they could be happy. So why it's important, and I would say specifically, I'm gonna like try to fast track y'all to get this out super quick. Oh my gosh, yeah. Freaking Cancer and Capricorn are freaking opposite signs. That's why these similarities are like so dead on here. That is so weird. So Capricorn and Cancer energy, and Taurus and Scorpio energy. Y'all let me know what that's about, because that's interesting. But anyway, so the whole thing with this is, regardless of what the point of it is, you just need to be honest, because, and I really feel for the Capricorn super full moon, that would be a perfect time for you to kind of like, release, clear all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because what I feel with this person, and this is, God, it's so much like Cancer's reading. That is insanity. With this person, I'm really not as scared as I was with this coming out. But so that kind of puts it back on you, Capricorn. I'm sorry. It's like the energy I was feeling with this card, even with me seeing this pressure cooker, it's because this person is trying to figure out what the heck is going on, because they really want this. But if you don't want this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, let them go so you can get, your dharma, and they can get their dharma. You know what I'm saying? Now, where there's another message, and this is the last one, I promise. Where there's a whole nother message with this is, if we go back to like the very beginning, if this is someone that you don't want to break up with, but you guys are just kind of in a rocky place, right? And you establish boundaries, Capricorn, with your person, that is the absolute best thing you could have ever freaking done, right? Because it's going to require them to have to go through that whole deconstruction. Because as long as you maintain this boundary and this person continues to see that they can't engage with you, you feel what I'm saying? The way that they used to, until you establish that boundary, right? That's going to force them to go through a transformation. And there is the potential. So underneath this person, and like, whatever it is you needed to establish this boundary for, you feel what I'm saying? Oh, child, that's interesting. Okay, they about to go hold back this way. So whatever it is that they were doing that you felt you needed to establish this boundary for, it's like the transformation that they're going through means that underneath this, they're actually a really good person, right? And they're actually a good partner for you. But it's just whatever kind of mindset that they were in, or stronghold that they had on their mind, child, or just like old, bad habits, things of the sort, or them just being stagnant, being lazy, don't want to get no job, like whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever that is, underneath all of that is a person who really truly loves you and really does want to be with you. You feel what I'm saying? So there is the potential for things to turn around, but I have to give Capricorn kudos for that, because I'm so sorry for clearing my throat in y'all ear, child. That's something that's very hard for a lot of people to do in partnerships. It's like you can really love a person, really want to be with a person. And even like if you guys were married and y'all are separated, it's like you guys separating from the person has given them the opportunity to see what it is that they've lost, you know? And it's like, and them like going through this whole breakdown. So it's like a breakdown to a breakthrough in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But setting that boundary is like a transforming agent for you guys. You know what I'm saying? But where they're bringing this, my guys are literally like loop-de-loop. Where this comes back around for that last message, child, I hope whoever these messages are for, I hope they stuck around the whole time. It's like, oh no, that's not my story, child. They got a whole bunch at the end, child. Anyway, but where my guys are bringing it back around is where this new group falls into all the other situations that I've seen is if you separated from this person or you set boundaries or you guys took a break and, you know, this person goes through this whole little transformation or whatever, and they come back where this brings us back to this magician in the reverse. Once again, starting at the top, if you know you don't want to be with them, like even though they changed, right? And you know you don't want to be with them, be honest that you don't want to be with them. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's within your power. You have the clarity. You're at a vantage point, and not saying an advantage point over this person, but I'm saying you have a vantage point to where you have clarity for yourself. There are no questions with Capricorn, right? And I'm being told to say that for some of y'all it's reversed. Okay, if for some of y'all if it's reversed, you could just flip-flop it. But Capricorn knows what it is that they want. They're very clear about it. So there's no excuse for you to operate in, you know, magician in the reverse type of energy. You feel what I'm saying? Because it hurts you in the long run. It hurts the other person in the long run because you're just like scattering your energy. You're collecting karma coins. You feel what I'm saying? So even if you took a break, you set boundaries, this person changed, if they come back and you know you don't want to be with them, you still need to be honest, right? Don't lead anyone on in the month of July because this person, they're a little pressure cooker. You know what I'm saying? So they're not telling me too much about that. I just have to tell you that energy is there. Like I said, the only reason why this person is operating in this energy, it's not because there's something wrong with them mentally. It's not because that's like where I get like with that cross watcher message. It's not because something's wrong with them mentally or they're unstable or, you know, they're like Ted Bundy or something like that. No, it's like that's not why that person is in this energy. They're literally in this energy because of them not having the truth and them already intuitively knowing the truth and you knowing the truth, them intuitively knowing it, but not being told it. So it's almost like, you know, your house is on fire and it's like, is the house on fire? And it's like, no, it's totally not on fire. So this is all about honesty. Okay. So the only reason why they're there is because of them not having the truth, Capricorn. This has been a very interesting reading, child. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to throw my little Zodiac dice. You know what I'm saying? Just because this was so fascinating. Like, just like the whole vibe of this and how this played out was just so interesting for me. Okay, we have Leo and we have Cancer. Okay, are you talking about little cuspers or something? Leo and Cancer. So, you know, that resonates. But anywho, I love your face, my beautiful humans. Let me know what you think in the comments. This was interesting. Thank you for getting my heart rate up, Capricorn. I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. Capricorn, I literally realized I forgot to do you guys. Pick a card. So go ahead and pick number 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't know how the hell I just forgot how to count. I legit took all of the cards off the table and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I didn't do their pick a card. Let's see. No, it's this one. All right, so go ahead and pick number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Hopefully you guys can see them. All right, if you picked number 1, We have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. If you pick number 2, we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. I mean, that's totally the judgment card for y'all. I'm just saying, Anywho, if you pick group 3, we have the chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. Child. And if you pick number 4, we have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So I love you again, Capricorn. I'll see you guys sooner than later, my friends.